It's Christmas! Hello and welcome, my dear scale modelers, to my small hobby YouTube channel. My name is Tomo, and ho ho ho, today we're going to be taking a look at a HELLER model in 1/24th scale. This is a brand new model released from HELLER, the French company that is basically like Italeri, RENAULT, or Airfix. They make everything. And recently they make this, the RENAULT ESTAFETTE GENDARMERIE. This is a rather very nostalgic vehicle for me because it was around when I was a little kid. This is basically a van slash transport vehicle that was used in France and across Europe for various purposes. And it's a brand new model kit from HELLER. It's still a little bit Frenchy because when you open the box you see that not all the parts are packaged. Some are just thrown in there while others are in their bags, which is kind of odd. But since this is a HELLER kit, it's nothing unusual for me anyway. I've seen a lot of them in the past years. So let's take a look inside the box and see what's what. Hello and welcome if you have just joined me, and Merry Christmas to you too. This is a brand spanking new model from HELLER number 80742, priced at around 30 euros depending on where you live. And this is the box's content. As you can see, very nice plastic, but what you can see right off the bat is that not everything is normal. There are 6 sprues in total, but only 2 of them are separately packed, which is really very strange and so very French. Like, we don't give a excusez-moi. If you have built some HELLER kits in the past like I have done, you might have been disappointed at their build quality. Now this one is very much different, and it's got me very creatively flowing with juices. Oh, by the way, share, like, and subscribe. Comment too. Thanks a bunch. If I had the one word to describe this model, it is fabulous. It is a 1/24 scale model released this year, and just look at the plastic. Just look at the parts. Very non-French, non-HELLER. I can't even imagine that this is actually produced by them, because honestly, the kits that I've seen so far have not stood the test of time very well, but this one is great. I mean, even the injector pin marks are on places where you can actually hide them. So bravo, HELLER, bravo. I mean, it took you a long time, but at least you've done a good step, and yes, lovely. This car also brings me back to the time where I was a little kid, and these cars were very relevant on the streets of Slovenia and Ljubljana. I mean, the younger generations, the people who were born like 2000, they will never even seen this car on the streets, but if you were born in, well, another century like I was, yeah, this one was everywhere. So it's really nostalgic for me to look at these parts and imagine this van being built. And this is the kind of van that you can really make rusty and beat up. I mean, not that you cannot build it as a pristine model, like a showcase model, but this model just calls for like an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned scene where it's rusting and it's calling for the days long gone. And it's also a very detailed model. You can actually build an engine transmission, which again calls the van to show its internal guts to the world in an abandoned warehouse, maybe even a garage if you're not that brutal as I am, because it would be a shame to cover everything up. And even the manufacturer gives you another option with this one, because it can be displayed as a transport vehicle as well as a passenger vehicle. And the passenger vehicle has a rather typical HELLER feature in which the sides of the van are transparent. So you don't really insert the windows inside the body, but rather you just mask them off and paint over it. Thus, you can use this to your advantage, where you can paint one side and leave the other exposed, so that you can see the interior of the car. And here they are. These are the clear parts, which are very clear, very sharp on the window portion, and where the body is, it's a little bit more matte or less translucent. And you'll see this an example where I will show you on the landscape from my camera. Here you see the windows are very sharp, very clear, but where the body is, it's a little bit more Hitchcocky. With this model you also get 5 rubber tires and some polycaps, But unfortunately, all is not well, and you have a little boo-boo with this little rubber tire. But the rest are fine. Hopefully this is just a localized boo-boo, and not a mass production poop. Anyway, polycaps. And here are the decals. Heller struggled with the decals in the past, but these are better. Not great, but better. So, they're fine. Not overly sharp. They look a little bit soft, but much better. So, congratulations, Heller. Congratulations. As for the manual, it is a A4 semi-colored manual. It has lots of small windows that contain lots of small steps. This approach can be a little bit daunting and confusing for a beginner, and even a seasoned builder can be overwhelmed by so many pictures on one page. My recommendation to Heller would be to stretch out the instructions a little bit more, just to make them more civilized. So overall, a very nice model with interesting possibilities. Thanks for watching. If you have been, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.